I just got home, so it seems like a good time to make the video. It was a long day, but it's a productive day. So here we go. Okay, this is in Albany. There's some of the Capitol state buildings, Capitol's red roof in the background. This is a slightly pitched roof covered with modified bitumen, also called torch down. It rolls out and you torch each seam, and that's the connection. The asphalt flows out and makes the bond between one sheet and another, and the roof pitches down to this valley, and then from the eave of the, well, it's technically not an eave because it's high, but it pitches back to this valley, so it comes down this way, down this way. We're getting a leak here, and I'm showing this video because it's an example of how difficult it can be to find a roof leak. Like, we can't find this leak.
After looking at the roof closely, we were not sure where the roof leak was, and we had already tried to patch the leak twice. So we went down below and opened up the ceiling during a rainstorm and got a good general idea of where the leak was, and our plan was to coat every seam, every possibility within that general area of wetness below. Sometimes that's what you have to do, open up the ceiling.
Just had a rainstorm, so we've got some indicators so that we can try to more precisely locate the leak, which we're going to do. Ideally, this would not be pitched up. You'd have an emergency exit here for overflow in case this got plugged and dammed up. Could be catastrophic. That's called a scupper. You put this in, it's a scupper. It would be a good detail to have. We don't. And lots of flat roofs. Possibly this little spot right here could be the source. Could be it right there.
I think the seam failed in this area, possibly because the modified bitumen was not heated up appropriately when it was initially installed, and then over time it just separated. And then our initial attempt to repair this with tube silicone caulk didn't work either. We may have not gotten the silicone in far enough, but also in parts of that area the silicone was not solidified. It was still gooey, so I think it was a bad product.
So there was some product applied to this seam that either wasn't compatible or just a faulty product. Sometimes you'll get silicone that doesn't seal up, or just stays gooey. I've had that several times. Anyways, I'm trying to work that off. I'm using a wire brush, paper towel. This is a brass wire brush, just cleaning this off the seam. So this is a cheap acrylic.
This is why I do not like to use roofing repair products.
That was applied to this roof maybe 4 years ago. And just look how it comes up. It's pretty bad.
Even though I don't like repair products, I decided to give this product a try because I hadn't used it before. And it was suggested to me by one of the callers who called into a radio program I'm on, a home improvement show, and suggested using this product. So I'm giving it a try. It's 100% silicone, and this is by Henry. Other companies make it. Geico Roof makes it, and there are probably some others as well.
We're using this product by Henry called Tropicool Seam Repair and Roof Sealant. Basically, it's a gallon of silicone caulk thinned out to a consistency. So we've got some problem areas here, so we're going to coat this with this material. I've never used this before, so it's a experiment. I think it dries fairly quickly, so you can't play around with it too much, I would suppose, like I'm doing now. So I'm also using a nitrile glove, just reaching in grabbing a daub and applying it with my hand. That seems to work pretty good, particularly in these cove areas where you can't get a flat trowel. Okay, applied it and then just striking it off. So there we go. That's a gallon worth of the seam patch. This was a problem area someplace in here. So we hit every seam, and then we're going to go back over top with some finish coat, a thinner material, 5 gallons. This is a basket strainer. Got it in the plumbing vent, but these are used to put into a roof drain so that debris doesn't get caught down into the drain pipe. But I found out that that's not a good idea because it traps leaves and other items that end up on the roof, like maybe flakes of roofing material like this, get down there, and that basket strainer effectively acts as a dam and raises the water elevation up here in a big storm, and can be catastrophic. So it's a good example of unintended consequences. A good idea, what was thought to be a good idea, actually turning out to be not a good idea. That happens a lot in the world. So for the most part, a situation like this, I would not use a basket strainer. Tough part of the job is get that 5-gallon pail up through the roof hatch. This is the top coat product we're applying over top of the seam repair. Tropical 100% silicone white roof coating. Definitely needs stirring. Okay, let the fun begin. It kind of goes on like thick paint. Alright, I'm going to go right over top of our seam repair product.
The 100% silicone materials are advertised to be compatible with virtually any type of roofing material. However, once you apply the silicone, you can't apply on top with anything other than silicone. Regarding coverage, the patching material, you get about 10 square feet per gallon, and the top coat, you get about 75 square feet per gallon. They are pricey at about $100 per gallon, discounted in fives to maybe $400.
So we got about halfway with that 5-gallon unit, maybe a third, so take 3 5s to do it.
A word about safety. There should be barriers at the edges of the roof. My wife and I own this building. It's our project. I'm doing the work, so I didn't have any there. But generally, you should have barriers at the edge of the roof.